You guys know, like, Fresh Prince, right?
Yeah.
The Carlton dance.
Yeah.
I always forget Carlton's real name. It's Alfonso Ribeiro, which I think is way too complicated
For Carlton.
For Carlton.
Well, because
Just
he...
doesn't suit his
I know
character.
his name's Alfonso because he's the America's Funniest Videos host right now.
True.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
sucks.
bet he hates that
Yeah,
job.
no,
He
we need
fucking
what's his
sucks.
face back.
Bob Saget?
No.
Bob Saget was terrible.
No, the gray-haired dude.
The guy after Bob
Yeah.
Saget, before Alfonso.
Tom, right?
Tom Bergeron.
Tom Bergeron.
Was that him?
Yes, because he is the Dancing with the Stars host as well.
Oh, yeah. That
Hello,
Hi, guys.
and welcome.
Welcome back to
Two Pods and a Cast. I'm Sarah,
I'm Maddie.
and today we have our producer and everything.
Chase. That's
Yep.
my name.
Hi, Chase.
Chase
Hi.
is back,
Hi. It's been so long.
Also called Chasp.
Yes.
also called Chasp. How you been since we last saw you?
I've been good.
That's good.
It feels like it's been really...
Did you change the Tinder bio?
Myself?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Did you change the pictures yet?
Yes, I did.
Good.
That's good.
We're working on it. I haven't touched mine yet. But
What about you? What about that guy Dave that you saw?
No.
Ooh,
We're not
Dave.
talking
Yeah.
about Dave.
Oof.
I showed you Dave afterwards explicitly so he wouldn't be stated.
Dave is a silver fox that's interested in hitting up Maddie.
No. That's not how it works. That is not how Tinder works.
You got
Oh.
feet pics?
Okay.
Fortnite!
Yes.
So,
Hello.
anyway.
Today we are going to talk about Fortnite.
Yeah, the video game that swept the nation not too long ago.
Controversial.
Very controversial. And is it going out of style?
I mean,
Who's to say?
everything goes out of style, but people still play stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
That doesn't mean
We'll
it's
explore.
non-existent anymore.
Sometimes I go back to like Halo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
then
know.
I relive all that trauma.
I still do Minecraft.
Yeah. I should play that. Fortnite.
Before you walked in to
Yeah.
me laying on the floor, I was listening to the Minecraft theme song.
Aw.
Yeah?
Very
Did you
relaxing.
tell everybody about our new Minecraft podcast?
We don't have a Minecraft podcast, please no.
Hello, and
Welcome to the Minecraft podcast.
Today we're going to be talking about diamond hose. Should you invest in a diamond hoe? All that
Why
and
do
more.
we do this? When did this start?
It's been a running joke of mine for a couple years.
You just tagged me in
that-
on it sometime?
Yeah.
can that be the name of your first stand-up comedy?
Welcome back to my Minecraft podcast.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
could work that in there.
I
could
like
try
that.
it.
Do.
That's an interesting angle.
Yeah.
Gave
I
me-
like that.
Anyway. But Fortnite, not Minecraft.
Yep.
I don't know. Fortnite,
Just making games in general. I'm
Yeah.
down to talk
Yeah.
about Red Dead Redemption right now.
that's true too.
I love playing video games.
We'll just talk about video
I'm a big
games.
fan.
Yeah.
Let's make
Fuck
a video
you,
game.
Fortnite.
I
Sorry.
mean, I think I wouldn't say your
Fuck
love.
you, goat man.
Exactly.
This is my bridge now.
Children will tell tales of me.
I wouldn't say your video game love started with Fortnite.
No.
I want to say your multiplayer co-op did though.
I know exactly what my first video game was. Do you guys know who your first was? Your first video game?
Yes.
Because I know exactly who my first video game
You
was,
said-
and I can tell you about it.
You said who's your first? And I was
Exactly.
like, oh yeah.
My
No, I just remembered.
okay, good.
Go.
My first video game was a little ditty called Tigger's Honey Hunt.
Ooh.
And this was way back when. I was probably like 5, maybe. And my
What system?
PS2.
Okay.
Classic.
My dad would work and have to go to work at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, I would just wake up with him. Because, I'm a 5-year-old. I do what I want. And he would, make me breakfast and then sit me down. And then I would play Tigger Honey Hunt until it was time to go to school.
Hmm.
It was a very fun game. You had to jump around.
Mhm.
Like, kind of obstacle. I think Crash Bandicoot. That was my next game. yeah, and you had to get some honey.
Mm.
Yeah.
There was like a stick side game. There was some good stuff in that. That was my first video game, and I think that's really where my love started.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of fun that you mentioned Crash Bandicoot, because that was my first
Yeah?
game ever on
Wow.
the PlayStation 1.
Oh, you were PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
All right.
I even, I don't know if I, repressed this from my childhood and brought it back in some, like, dissociative state, but I painted Crash Bandicoot.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have his head mounted on my wall.
At home?
At home, yeah. It's a terrible picture.
That's
I
all
based
right.
it off of a terrible image, very, very low res, but, it connects with me, and it reminds me of all that lovely time I spent collecting apples and
Yeah.
jumping over dragons and
Yeah?
seeing
So-
that little cardboard, or the fucking tiki fucker just kinda,
Aku?
oh, you didn't do it again. Aku, yeah.
I was just looking up release dates of consoles.
Mm-hmm.
So the PS1 came out in 1994. The PS2 came out in 2000. Because I was gonna say
So then I was probably 5, yeah.
my first console was Nintendo 64, but we do have a PS1.
Ah.
But I remember that my grandmother bought us the N64, and that we got the PS1 late. My
Okay.
parents had bought the PS1 later.
Mhm.
So the N64 was a gift, and that was the first one we got. And my first game was Super Smash Brothers.
That's a good one. That's a classic.
Oh, for sure. I still play that game. I still kick people's asses in that game.
I don't still play Tigger's Honey Hunt, but I do still play Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
I actually...
Well, we talked about this last week. I started playing Spyro again.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because you bought that game for me.
because they just remastered that.
Mhm,
And
all
they
three
just
games.
remastered Crash Bandicoot. And I actually just bought the remastered for my little brother for his birthday not too long ago. And I kind of, got a flashback. My little brother he just turned 9, so he's really young.
That's like the
Isn't it-
perfect game for his
Oh, yeah.
attention span.
Yeah.
He loves it. My mom just texted me earlier saying how much
Well, good.
him and my sister love it. I don't know. Video
Drop
games
that
are kind of
on.
magical.
Wholesome. Yeah. I feel like to really get the best experience with video games, you have to start with terrible ones.
Tigger's Honey Hunt was not terrible. Take your words back.
Teletubby Playland Adventure or something for PS1 was
What kind
absolutely
of games
terrible.
are you playing?
I also played Bug's Life for PS1.
Yes,
That was
I
good.
had that as well.
Yeah.
That one was good. Teletubbies, not
Yeah.
so much. They had like video clips.
Mhm.
You'd look up and then the sun was a baby.
That
It
was
just
just
cut to a-
Teletubbies in general, yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird. And then there's this whole like little mini game where you were in like the Teletubby hut, and the vacuum cleaner dog pet thing was
Mhm.
just sucking up the pink food that they had to eat. I don't know. It was just a terrible game, but I enjoyed every little second of it.
Well, besides Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon Stadium
Mm.
for Nintendo 64, I would say Tomb Raider on PS1,
I love Tomb Raider.
but then I got Xbox,
Mm.
the first Xbox.
You switched.
Yeah, my brother got it. It was really fun to play. Halo, the original Halo.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
That one Star Wars game came out.
Jedi Outcast. KOTOR.
No, it was the one that had Anakin in it.
Pod Racing.
No, adult Anakin.
Revenge
Oh.
of the Sith.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
I
good
think
one.
it was
I
just
played
called that. Yeah.
It was like based on the movie game.
Yeah.
Kind of just went
Mhm.
through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Lord of the Rings game, kind
Yeah.
of like that. Yeah.
Yes, PS2 Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
game.
That was a thing.
Oh, that was so good.
That was good. One of my formative video
Frodo! I had to do it.
games. Okay.
I'm sorry.
One of my video games I think was really formative, and is still a very big video game. Kingdom Hearts. I don't know
Yes.
if you played that, but that was one of my
I played the
favorite
first
video
one,
games.
but I don't think I really got into it as much as I could have.
I was super into the first one. I loved it. The
Mhm.
story was great. The characters were great. I named my Webkins Kyrie after the female protagonist.
And Webkins.
And
It counts.
it got, Kingdom Hearts. There's a million Kingdom Hearts games, and they're not chronological and they focus on different characters. So I did lose touch with it. But I just, it'll always hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I see that. I didn't really get into Kingdom Hearts, but the first time I saw it, it's the Disney
It's
one,
so
right?
magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I was like, "What the hell?
It's so magical.
Is
Well,
this
Disney
allowed?"
owns like everything now, so
That's true.
they probably have like Thor in it. Look, Finance just texted me. I love you.
Aw.
Love
What a
him.
cute
Throwback to
man.
last week.
I was just thinking about Lord of the Rings. I was telling Tanner,
Mhm.
I think you may have been there, I don't know, about whenever I'm driving and I see a cop that's not from that city. You guys have seen Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Were you there for this? Do you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
talking
was
about?
there.
Yes. I forget how to say his name, but King Theoden or Theoden or something like that. He's the crazy king that
Yes.
Worm Tongue is like whispering shit in his ear.
Yes.
So Gandalf goes to like release him or whatever, and this is what I think of when I see cops that are from like out of county, and I see them next to me, and I'll be like speeding, and I'll just look at them, and I'll be like, you have no power here. That's all I
Yeah.
think about.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They totally could pull me over there, but
Yeah, they pretty much have jurisdiction wherever they like.
well, they
Yeah.
could pull me over and then get a cop from that county to
Issue the
It's
ticket.
the police equivalent of
Policia.
getting your mom after your brother won't let you play the Xbox.
Yeah. Do you know what I think about a lot? You know, like back in olden times, like Bonnie and Clyde,
Mm-hmm.
they would escape by just going over to the next state.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me.
I mean, that still happens.
I
People
mean,
just flee the country.
Yeah.
Like,
stay
if you
off-
commit a murder and then leave the country immediately.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't do anything.
if
But, like,
you
it's just weird that it was, state lines instead of country lines.
if you stay off social media, that's not really a problem.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people in the world, you can just kind of disappear
Mm-hmm.
into them.
I would go live in Guatemala if I disappeared.
Hmm.
You all know that now.
Yeah, you went to Guatemala once and you're
For
obsessed.
2 weeks, and I love it so much.
Except for those howler monkeys.
And the killer clowns.
What about the mosquitoes?
Those weren't too bad, actually.
Malaria.
They were bad for Emma, our friend.
Yeah.
I was okay. You just gotta apply a lot of bug spray.
I'm sure that has like no long-lasting effect
Oh,
at
no.
all.
No. Just don't go trekking through the forest.
Well, so when the Xbox 360 came out,
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep the original Xbox.
Nice.
So that's when the love of video games grew, because then I actually had my console.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started getting into like deep Halo
Ooh.
1, 2, and 3. And my mom bought me 2 video games that were a collection of arcade games.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just play arcade games like all the time, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like that root beer thing I was telling you
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Root beer slide or whatever. You'd fill up a mug of root beer and you'd slide it down the bar. To the
Curling.
customer.
Pass the wall
Yeah,
and lose the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Curling.
It wasn't called curling.
I know, but that's
It's essentially the same.
the Canadian national sport, curling.
Yeah.
Root beer float curling.
Anyway.
It counts.
Yeah.
So then, again, recycled the Xbox 360 to me when my brother got an Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, fuck you. Bought my own Xbox One.
Yeah. There's still, I mean, I, for the longest time, had, like, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I don't think they're too defunct.
No.
I mean, they're still selling, like, games for those consoles
Yeah.
in major retailers.
I still play my Xbox 360 sometimes.
Yeah, I would if I had it with me.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But then
Tomb
I
Raider 1,
got the new one on,
Xbox
the
One.
new.
yeah,
one.
Xbox One.
I think
Yeah.
I got that for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never play
You
video
do have
games.
an Xbox One, don't you? We could all
Yeah.
play Minecraft together.
Yeah. I never play video games. It's
Yeah.
just I've come to this point where they kind of make me sad because I used to have so much fun with them.
Because you play for 3 months as a man who gets diagnosed with tuberculosis and then dies.
Not
Is that why they depressed
necessarily.
you?
Not
Because that's why it
necessarily.
depresses me.
Spoilers for
Literally last night I was watching Darren finish it, and
Yeah.
I knew it was coming, and I still cried.
yeah. A little bit of spoilers for those of you who haven't finished Red
Look,
Dead Redemption.
if you haven't finished it now, like, you're never gonna finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get
Fuck.
sad because I think about all my friends that I used to talk to.
Yeah.
I don't even remember all of them.
That is a big meme right now.
I know, but it hurts.
Yeah.
It's like there's emotional pain there because, there was
It
that
will-
night where you got offline and you never came back on.
It's literally the song from Up,
Yeah.
and then it'll be a TikTok of someone opening a drawer, and it'll have an Xbox 360 thing with a headset, and then they'll do like a little flashback where it'll be like, "Hey guys, I gotta get off. I'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah.
But like
oh
that's
my
it.
gosh, I have not seen that.
But it's
and
like
I'm
the
gonna
Up
cry
song,
now.
so it's like doo doo doo
It would be a really great service if you could like put in your Xbox ID or whatever,
Mhm.
and then find all your old
and then
friends.
find all your old friends,
Yeah.
and then they could
I
do the
don't wanna
same
know
thing,
my
and you
old
can hit them
friends.
up.
Well, here's the thing: all the people that I played with, I already knew in real life.
See,
Yeah.
most of my friends were in Canada and in other countries and across the country.
No, see, that's how my friends are now, because now I will play on like different servers to meet people.
Mhm.
Like Lewis,
Mhm.
he's from London.
He has a cool accent.
He does.
Lewis.
Yeah.
He always goes, "London cocks." It makes me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
Because like, we were playing, Call of Duty World War II, and there's a map called London Docks,
London Docks.
and he'd just go, "London cocks, London cocks." It's really stupid, but whatever.
And it's funny. Yeah. I think one of the things for me with video games, I was never too big into like open world or multiplayer online games. I always played, I don't know, what's the technical term? Roleplay games, I guess. Like Tomb Raider,
RPGs.
RPGs, yeah.
Mhm.
I would
There's not an RPG.
It's a role-playing game. It's not really. It's more
I
of a
don't know
linear.
what the technical. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would play
linear.
linear like
Single player.
storyline games.
Yeah.
We're literally like
It's one story, and you just go through and you do it. And
Action
I
adventure.
loved it. Yeah, action adventure games like Tomb Raider, the remastered ones, and the old ones back when those are big.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham games, like I
those
just
were the games
really
I
loved.
played when I was younger.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they stuck with me. Now, one of my favorite games, that's not like that coincidentally, even though I just said it, I'm going to
Skyrim.
contradict myself. No, Mortal Kombat.
Mm.
Have you guys played that?
I have played it, and I am terrible at it.
I am
So am
a
I. I'm
beast.
horrible.
Because I will sit there and I will do the roll move and then the uppercut and then the roll move and then the uppercut and then in 3 hits you're dead.
Mm.
And you can't do anything about it.
Great.
It's my strategy.
It sounds like me as Samus during Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Because in the original, she had a up B move where she turned into a ball, and you would hit your opponent 20 times and then stun them. So I'd always charge up this huge blast, do a up B, stun them, and then hit them with the blast. Immediate knockout.
Oh yeah, that's how fatalities are for newer Mortal Kombat, you know. Or not fatalities, but I can't remember what the technical term is, but it's when you like your special move once you charge up your thing
I
and
think it's fatality.
no, fatalities at the end.
Finish him.
Special move. I
It's
don't
when you
know.
kill them at the end if you get them that hurt. But yeah, you just charge up your meter and then, you know, you hit LB and RB and then you get them pretty near dead.
You give them a good yeet.
Yes.
Yes.
I still like story games though. Like
I don't know.
I prefer them.
like
Yeah.
last week we talked about Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
Like that's linear.
Yeah.
I still play that.
Was it David Lynch? David Cage?
I'm not huge on multiplayer games. Like I'll play Minecraft, but I
No.
basically just play that by myself.
Yeah.
Fortnite, I just play and fuck around with you guys. Like I
Yeah.
really don't play it. The only time I ever play Call of Duty or anything like that is with Darren if I want to spend time with him.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's a no-go for me. I would never
Yeah.
actively go out and seek one.
I played Call of Duty Black Ops a bit, but that's because my roommates played it, and so
Mm-hmm.
I would play it.
I had good memories with that game.
Yeah.
I kind of stay away from multiplayer now just because you never know who you're going to
There's
encounter.
yeah, there's so many creeps and like
Yeah.
just-
And it's
I have to stay offline because of all the
Yeah.
people that I met. I feel like because I'm a girl, whenever I come online, I get 25 invite to party things.
Yep.
Girl gamer.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
constantly offline.
And people just think like we're freaking unicorns or something, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're ugly, I guess, since you play video games," or, well, I don't know. They just girl gamers have such a stereotype, and I don't know why.
They do.
It's like 40% of all gamers are
Yeah.
girls.
Like, women play video games.
Yeah.
Women play a lot of video games. You just don't know it because we don't have mics because we're
Well,
not trying to.
Unless
get
you're like
involved in that.
me, who sounds like a 12-year-old boy who hasn't hit puberty yet.
That's true.
I could totally pass
That's true.
for a small kid.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I do sometimes.
That's all right.
See, I act older than I am whenever I'm on a voice chat.
Hey guys, what's up? Let's get this bread.
You know.
Is that you?
No, I'm kind of more like the fatherly type. Like, come on, gang, let's
Yes.
What was
let's
it?
kill these bad
There
guys.
was okay. So
We in
there
the
was,
circle. That?
Yeah, I don't remember what it
Yeah.
was, but
We were playing
so
Fortnite.
We were
Yeah.
playing Fortnite
At work.
At work. Our boss was on vacation for the week, so we brought in Sarah's Xbox and we played lots of Fortnite, and it was great.
And Chase was playing and said, "Damn, I wish I had a mic." And I was like, "Oh, I brought my mic." So I did, and he was playing with like kids, right?
Yeah, a
Little
bunch
kids.
of small children, and he was like, it was something about readying up. What was
Say
it?
squat up if,
If you're ready to chat.
Yes. Oh
Or
my gosh.
he got into the circle. And was, that's what the Snapchat I have of him
Yeah.
is him looking at me going, "We in the circle." That was great.
Yeah, I think
Chase is just such a pure soul.
I just try to be a supportive person in that environment
Mm-hmm.
because I know as a kid I kind of looked for people like that. I don't know. I just want to be a good role model to the children.
Yeah. Fortnite's really like my first shooting multiplayer game.
Really?
Yeah, I was not like I played a little bit of Call of Duty, but that's only because my roommates played it. Like I wasn't good. If I played by myself, I would play bots.
Yeah.
Like, but now with like Fortnite, like you're always playing real people,
Mm-hmm.
and it improves your skills a lot.
I haven't played it in a while, but I feel like since Apex Legends came out and since it's so popular, I feel like I want to do Fortnite again because I feel like all those like really good
Tryhards,
pro gamers and stuff, they're doing Apex now.
they are.
Mm.
Speaking of, I played Fortnite again for the first time this past weekend because I can only play whenever I go back to my parents' house because they have the Xbox and I don't. And I was actually there was a sword limited time mode, and I was able to get 2 victory royales during that. And it was squads, so like it wasn't solos. I have never gotten a solo victory royale, but I was able to get 2, and I was the last person on my squad for one of them.
You and I, when you got your first
Yeah,
victory,
you got
that was a
me.
duo though. It was
No, it was supposed to be
it was
squads.
technically squads, but
and
the
our
guys that we were
third
playing
died.
with died.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
It was
Chase.
crazy.
No, it was fucking
I
crazy,
think
dude.
I've seen some Snapchat.
I was downed in the storm, crawled out, got caught in the storm again while we were fighting some guy, downed again, crawled out, and Maddie brought me up, so then we
Yep.
built a castle, and
Yep.
we got so lucky because she had a
A minigun
minigun and I had a rocket launcher, so everything they built, I
came down.
I would blow up, and then she would just
And we
pelt
had
them.
the high ground too.
Yes.
And
key, the
we
high
just
ground.
Literally.
yeah.
I have the higher ground now.
Don't try it.
It really is.
I love Star Wars.
Hello
such a
there.
gross
Hello there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a special moment.
Yeah, and I think one of the nice things about Fortnite is, yeah, you're killing people and like there's guns and stuff, but it's not graphic.
No.
Like you kill a person and they just kind of get teleported away.
It's not like Gears of War where you can just chainsaw another person. And
Yeah, or like God of War.
Yeah. See, I
Where-
love that.
Oh, I
game.
love God of
Yeah.
War too. Don't get me wrong.
Hit me up with a rib cage just flying
Yeah,
across the
you know,
floor.
like
It's not like Fallout.
Fallout's
Fallout,
not too
that's-
graphic. That's realistic, I think.
No, they have
It's
some.
not too graphic.
They have some pretty graphic.
I mean-
it's not graphic for me, but like if you shoot someone in the head, sometimes their head will explode.
Well, yeah,
You
but
get like an eyeball. or
compare that to Mortal Kombat when the X-ray vision, somebody reaching in and ripping out your spine.
Yeah.
Like Fallout, I think is a realistic kind of graphic.
Well, it's still
Where there's
graphic, is what I'm
others.
saying.
Yeah. That's
Compared to Fortnite.
yeah. Fortnite's
Or
not, and I think that's
Minecraft.
why it is
It's
so
too fun,
popular
though.
amongst
Yeah.
kids.
Oof.
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 Video games, they're good.
Like my little brother, like with kids playing Fortnite, they're so much better than like half of the
Yeah, I
teenagers
feel
and
old.
adults. My little brother, he is 9, and he's gotten so many solo wins. His kill record's like 12 in a game.
Mm-hmm.
He is good. I will sit there and I'll be like, oh, he's about to die, and he kills the other person. I'm like, what the frack? He's so good.
I love playing with him because he'll just go, ha, noob.
Yeah. And anytime he dies, that person's a hacker.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, it's so, like, it's just so fun to watch him play because he gets so into it.
My favorite rage moment with a little kid was he died and yelled, hacker, nobody loves you.
Oh my gosh.
But imagine,
That's right there.
nobody loves you!
Yeah.
Oh, it was the best.
You just meet
Music
the
starts
weirdest
playing.
people on Fortnite.
Yeah. I don't know. Video games in
fun time.
general are pretty fun.
Yeah.
I have to go to class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a shorter one.
Yeah.
It was a long one last week. We're giving you a little bit of a reprieve, but we just kind of wanted to talk. We were originally about Fortnite, but then,
Yeah.
video games.
Oh my god,
are
we
just-
didn't even talk about Red Dead Redemption. No.
didn't.
No.
Okay, we're
Well,
not wrapping
3
up
minute
yet.
break.
Fuck it.
3 minute go.
right.
So this game, Maddie, has changed my life.
I've
So I
noticed.
played Red Dead Redemption 1, where you play as a character, John Marston,
Yeah.
who, spoiler alert, dies at the end. And then you play as his son, Jack Marston,
In
to avenge his death.
1 or in 2?
In Red Dead Redemption 1. There's
Okay.
also Red Dead Revolver.
Okay.
But everybody wants to forget about that one. But anyway. So, another funny thing is Rockstar made all these games, but they also make Grand Theft Auto. And in Grand Theft Auto, somewhere in the map, I don't know. So basically, Jack tells his father, John, that he'll write a book about his life. In Grand Theft Auto, on a bookshelf, you can see something called Red Dead Redemption by Jay Marston.
I love
That's
Easter
cool as
eggs
fuck.
like that.
So, and then in Red Dead Redemption 2, you play as Arthur Morgan, which is a guy who's in the same gang as John Marston, but Jack is like
Tiny
5,
child.
6 maybe.
6.
So you grow up with John Marston. You see how he gets his scar. You see how like he's a stupid like kid and shit like that. And you play as this wonderful man who's like a badass at first, but then like wants to help everybody and stuff. And then he gets sicker and sicker and gets diagnosed with TB. But like, so he's trying to like keep this camp together and just like to keep everybody together. But the leader of the camp has like completely gone crazy. And like the cops are after them. Like everybody's after them right now. And you just play as this guy trying to keep everything together because that's his family and that's all he's ever known. And then all his friends are dying. People are getting arrested, blah, blah, blah. And then he's also dying because he's super fucking sick. And he just comes to terms with the fact that it's not going to get better. And it's a crazy it's a crazy journey. It's a crazy fucking journey.
Yeah, I don't know if I could emotionally handle that.
You have to. Maddie,
I would say you would want to.
Maddie,
I
it's
will.
insane.
I will once I get my own system.
I
to
will
play
literally give you my Xbox just to play that.
on. All right, I won't say no.
You fuck.
It's just,
If you insist.
it's something that sticks with you. That was
Yeah.
just such a great game. It's a great story, great graphics.
Great graphics. Yes.
That brings to mind one of my favorite things to watch is video game like errors, like mess ups, glitches. That's the word I was looking for.
Red Dead
And-
Redemption has a lot.
Exactly. Like I always see these compilations of like in Red Dead
A
Redemption.
horse just floating into the sky.
A horse just floating into the sky, or like this random boar that just comes and rams you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's just I love little things like
And
that.
your body just flying, and he goes, oh!
Like the stereotypical like sounds
Yeah.
that they make.
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
Thank
Can't
you.
get metal.
Thank you. So, okay, we'll just explain that part to you.
Okay.
So, at the end, you and John are
Does he say
trying...
that to his horse?
Yes, you're trying to escape, and you hit, like, a rock or something, I'm guessing.
And then
And your horse goes forward and is basically dying. And John's like, we gotta go, like, we're gonna die. And he goes, hold on! And he, like, hugs his horse, and he goes, thank you. And then, that was the worst fucking part, bro.
I'm actually gonna cry.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle that,
I
Sarah.
think you put down the horse too.
I don't
I
know.
think you have to shoot it.
I don't know.
That's the saddest
good
thing I've
moment.
ever heard.
And then if you
really-
get the good ending like I do, basically you tell your boss Dutch that he's crazy and that this other dude's a rat and all this other shit. And then you crawl up to this mountain and the sun is rising and you just die. And the song, Unbreaking. What is it? Unbroken?
Unbroken,
Unshaken.
Unshaken
Unshaken, right?
by D'Angelo.
Yeah, Unshaken is playing and it is haunting.
Interesting.
It's a very good scene. Really connects you to your human emotions.
Yes.
Really reminds you.
That was just rambling about video games though. I really have to go to class.
Yeah.
So
that's
we're
the
gonna-
thing that's
It's
gonna
an
happen.
emergency.
We're gonna wrap this up
Yeah.
before
So
my hey gang.
we hope
There you go.
that
Hey gang.
you learned a little bit about video games, that you appreciate video games, and that if you've never played a video game, that you'll
You
start,
want to because
that you should play a video game.
play Red Dead Redemption too.
Because
Please.
like we said, there's just so many, there's so many benefits to video games. We don't even have to touch on the negatives because I just think video games are good.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
They're very fun.
So thanks for listening for this week.
This has been Two Pods in a Cast. Goodbye.
Bye.